Hello everyone, welcome to my channel where we talk about the things we love like gaming, shows, and anime. Today we're going to take a look at the best moments of Gotenks. We will have the best moments of Goten and Trunks separately in a different video, so don't think this counts as the two of them. Now before we begin, I gotta give a shout out to Cherry the Ninja and Star Sparks. I hope you enjoy every minute of this video and continue to be awesome possum. Now, let's begin. Number 10. Gotenks shows off his speed. Gotenks is one arrogant little guy. After performing the fusion and going Super Saiyan, he believed he was strong enough to take on Majin Buu. And to show off, he decided to go full speed and make laps around the world. Piccolo was behind him, trying to keep up and was impressed. But honestly, the question here is, if Gotenks is able to make laps around the world within seconds, does that mean that anyone stronger or equal to the power level of Gotenks is fast enough to perform what he just did? Number 9. Creating the Kamikaze ghosts. This technique pretty much lets us know that when you're in a fusion, you can come up with anything you want. I mean seriously, how the hell did they create life? Life that will explode away as soon as it touches someone. Gotenks, this is an amazing move. And I can't wait for Toriyama to give you enough screen time to let you perform another ridiculous strong move in Dragon Ball Super. Number 8. Creating a portal. This should have been a big deal. I don't understand why they never use this ever again when it's like using the instant transmission. I feel like it was just made as an excuse to get Gotenks and Piccolo out of that abandoned situation, but either way, it happened, and it's yet another special ability performed by a fusion that was completely random as hell. Number 7. Gotenks vs Super Buu. It's too bad that Majin Buu became Super Buu because Gotenks would have easily defeated Majin Buu in his Super Saiyan 3 state. But even though he took on Super Buu, he actually put up one hell of a fight. A goofy one at that, but still able to hold themselves against Super Buu. I wonder if they didn't play around with Super Buu, would they actually be able to defeat him? I mean, if they can come up with special techniques without explanation, then I'm sure they could come up with something that would split every absorbed fighter away from Buu's body. Number 6. Taking on Hyuga. This was an intense fight. I mean, the entire fight, because Gotenks didn't exactly put up a fight on his own. But they were able to knock Hyuga and get him to reveal his true form. This is considered one of the best moments because Hyuga was one tough-ass mofo, and Gotenks being in his Super Saiyan 3 form just wasn't enough to take out that guy for good. But the fact that he took down his first form was good enough. And then they got smacked down so hard that the fusion split them apart. Totally wicked. Number 5. Taking down Hitler. Nobody likes Hitler, so seeing his ass getting handed to by these two crazy kids was an enjoyable moment throughout the movie of Fusion Reborn. It wasn't necessary for them to fuse in order to take them all out, but the fusion does give them the ability to create their Kamikaze ghosts, so it was like bombing all their asses, giving them one possible deja vu. Number 4. Gotenks vs Goku. Super Buu has an incredibly high power level in comparison to Kid Buu, so the question still remains to be answered. Is Goku Super Saiyan 3 stronger than Gotenks Super Saiyan 3? Not so sure, but I will make a who would win video. Eventually. But while that debate goes on, I love that this one scene happened where they're just playing around in the, what would you call that? A barrel bathtub? I'm not sure, but it was hilarious, and it kinda answered some of the debate by showing us that Goku in his Super Saiyan form is stronger than Gotenks in their base form. But what about his Super Saiyan form? Number 3. The fusion fails. These were more hilarious moments of Gotenks. It happened with Goku and Vegeta when they fused in the movie Fusion Reborn, and it happened again with Goten and Trunks. But twice. It was so funny because at first we were expecting them to look tough and badass, but instead they got all fat and pudgy. Then they tried it again and got extremely old and skinny, which sucked for them because in order to split away they had to wait. Worth some laughs and worth the trial and effort. Number 2, going Super Saiyan 3. This had to be on the list because once again it leaves me asking so many questions like how the hell did these two crazy kids manage to go Super Saiyan 3? They barely trained. I mean, compare them to Goku and Vegeta as a kid to their training and they didn't reach any new forms at all. Okay, so we know that the answer is because Toriyama wasn't planning on making the Super Saiyan form while working on Dragon Ball, and Goten and Trunks were made specifically to bring back that childlike potential that would have been missing since everyone is all grown up now. But it still leaves us with that big fat question mark every time we see this, and although it does leave us like that, we still think it is extremely awesome to see Gotenks in the Super Saiyan 3 form. Number 1, playing volleyball with Piccolo. You all knew this was coming. You knew that the moment you saw top 10 Gotenks moments, this had to make the list. But let me explain why this is number 1. First of all, they squeezed Super Boo into a volleyball. Second, it's freaking Super Boo, the guy who completely wiped out over 99% of humanity on Earth and took down most of the Supreme Kais. Third, Gotenks made Piccolo play volleyball with him. And fourth, he made Piccolo say in excitement that he's ready to play. That was freaking priceless. I will never forget that moment when even my parents laughed their asses off when they saw this scene. Well, that's the end of the top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, put a thumbs up. And if there are any other videos you would love to request, please let me know in the comments. Also, if you want to shout out a video request or you want to ask me a question for the next Q&A video, I strongly recommend you post it on my Facebook. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button because it really helps me out a lot. And I'll be sure to let you know when I post up more videos. This is Score saying, have an awesome day.